Welcome to Wrestling Talk. Today we're going to rate the SummerSlam 2025 card. This is different from I Rate Classic because it's the same thing but different concept. Because I focus on modern day stuff from 2025 and beyond. Classic would be from, I don't know, 80 something to 2024. Because I already reviewed most of the stuff from 2025 on here, if not all of it. So let's start with the first match. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso defeat Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. I gave this match a 5 out of 10. I thought it was quite boring for a kickoff show. It's slow paced. Didn't really get me going much. And overall, I thought it was just boring overall. There was a few interesting stuff that happened. It just wasn't enough for me. This is night one, by the way. We'll do it by night, and then I'll average what I give both nights and give the whole show a rating. So the first thing was a 5. The next match was Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss defeating the Judgment Day, Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez to win the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. I gave this match an 8. I thought it was good and went back and forth. And you know I like those kind of matches. If you don't, well, now you do. I like those back and forth matches, and I thought this one was a classic, if I say so myself. Okay. The third match was Sami Zayn defeating Karrion Kross. This match was a 7, and with recent announcements that defeated Karrion Kross, I gave this one a 7. I thought it was decent, but the thing is, Karrion Kross and Sami Zayn are two different performers, and Karrion Kross, in my opinion, isn't that good of a wrestler. In my opinion, I don't understand why people are going to be chanting, "We want Kross and we want Scarlett." Listen, they're not good. I mean, Scarlett is as a manager, but Karrion Kross is not that good of a wrestler. This was by far his best match, I think, of his whole career. The next match was Tiffany Stratton retaining her WWE Women's Championship against Jade Cargill. This one got a 0. Not a 0, a 1. I didn't like it all that much. It was sloppy and overall was too short. It was only 7 minutes. And it told the story, but I just didn't really like it. Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul defeating Randy Orton and Jelly Roll. This one got a 5 because this one got, like, I'm gonna be honest, it got a 3 because it wasn't that good of a wrestling match per se. It was just to get Jelly Roll screen time because I guess they had to or wanted to give Jelly Roll screen time. That's all the match was here for. And I didn't really like that, or the fact that Jelly Roll didn't really get much momentum. Randy Orton took most of the hits of the match, and half of it was just Jelly Roll getting destroyed, the other half was Randy Orton getting destroyed. Okay, next, CM Punk defeats Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship, and then Seth Rollins cashes in his Money in the Bank briefcase to defeat Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. I give both things a 10. I give that whole thing a 10. The match itself was very good, and then the Seth Rollins coming back from injury and, coming back just ultimately added a lot more. Next, so what I would give this show, overall it has some good, it has some bad, but I can't give the first night no more than a 5. Okay, let's go to night 2. Naomi defeats Rhea Ripley and Io Sky to defend her Women's World Championship. A 10. This match gave it a 10. It was really good. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Next is the Wyatt Six defeats the Wyatt Six. Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy defeat Andrade and Rey Fenix, DIY, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa and Axiom, and Nathan Frazier. Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabian, and the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, and a six-pack challenge, tables, ladders, and chair match. This gets a 10 too. The next match is Becky Lynch defeating Lyra Valkyria to retain her Women's Intercontinental Championship in a no disqualification, no count out, last chance match, which means if Lyra lost, she didn't get to wrestle for the title again. I gave this one an 11. It was just really good overall. Next is Solo retaining his United States Championship by defeating Jacob Fatu in a steel cage match. I gave this one a 5. It went back and forth for a little bit, but most of it, there's just the interference bit interfered for what could have been a longer match, and this one was kind of boring, and they didn't really kill each other like they wanted to. They barely used the steel cage, if not any. Next, Dominic retains his Intercontinental Championship by defeating AJ Styles. This one, also a 5. I thought it was funny where they both did the Eddie Guerrero spot. You know, the one where he hits the chair, throws it, and then Dominic, as AJ Styles, put the chair around his head and fell over too. It was hilarious. That gave it points. If not, it would have been around a 4. And now, the main event, a street fight for a street fight. Cody Rhodes defeats John Cena for the undisputed WWE Championship. This gets an 11. It was by far one of the best matches of the night. And this whole night, I have to say, this night, I think deserves the highest rating I could give it. An 11. This night was almost perfect. Night 2 was almost perfect. They should have done all this for the first night, but instead they put all the good and exciting stuff on the second night. And I'm going to say night 1 got gypped, so we have a 5, and then we have a 5 and 11, and I'm going to say I give the whole show about a 10, considering night 1 and night 2. The whole SummerSlam gets a 10, but each night has its own different rating. So, goodbye.